we come from a generation where music was totally accessible. Every style, every genre. And when we actually think back to what made us making the music that we are making now, it's a shame if we were to just list one or two people, because it's just not fair. That's not true. It is the internet. It is an MP3 player. It is the ability to go on YouTube and be inspired or influenced by every type of genre. I think that's more apparent in our music than anything else, is that it's so widespread, and we just didn't know that we had to pick a genre. The House of Gold video, we worked with a director, and he had this idea of having us kind of floating, and we kind of came in like, well, what if we were in half? We wanted it to be. The song is very happy and catchy and seemingly lighthearted, and we like to combat that with a little bit of I don't want to say like gore. It's not like horribly gory, but something a little darker. And that really represents what our music does too, because a lot of the exterior of the music seems very catchy and very happy and bright, but when you really dive into it, lyrically the content can be a little darker, and we like to play with that. So that music video in particular highlighted that tension between light and dark with a very happy sounding song and a kind of a darker video, and we like that.
Shure has built a kind of a brand and a name for themselves that anywhere you go in a music store, if you were to go to any music store and ask them what brand should I buy, I think a lot of people would hand you a product that says Shure on it. So early in my days of kind of learning what gear was and what to get, that was just one of the names that I knew instantly because of what I was told from so many people, and upon hiring our sound guy Ben, he viewed the same way with Shure products, and also kind of encouraged us to go that route. And so starting a relationship was just it just felt, and there wasn't really any second guess or a question about it.
I just feel like the SM58's a workhorse. For me, the way that I perform, it's very in the moment, and no matter how many times you've played a set, no matter how many times you've played a particular song, there are things that happen that are unique to that night, to that moment, and a lot of it's unpredictable. And the last thing that you want is for your gear, specifically a microphone or whatever it is, to throw you a curveball, and for that to be inconsistent can throw off a whole show. And for me, just my experience of needing things to be consistent, needing things to work, be able to take a beating if necessary, is vital to my confidence on stage. It takes a lot of confidence to get up on stage and be in front of a bunch of people at one time. The last thing I need, or we need, is for something to take that confidence away, and that would be a lack of confidence in our gear. And so it's specifically, the microphones. We know that we're good. It's gonna work. We're gonna get up on stage, and it's gonna do what it did last night.
I like them a lot. I think one thing we're both kind of worried about, and for me as a drummer, it's like it's weird because I feel like most of the time, like, drummer's gonna just like sit, and for the most part I am planted in one spot, but I'll move around every once in a while and go and do different things on the stage, and to feel like the possibility of moving further away from the transmitter is going to cause dropout, or I just for a second can't hear anything in my ears, kind of freaks me out. And to know that that's been bettered with the new system, and there's another antenna on there, I haven't had any problems with it, and I think that going back to his kind of response, it's something that I don't really think about it every night. So we can rely on it to do what it's supposed to do, and make sure that neither of us hear things that aren't supposed to be there, or don't hear things that are supposed to be there. And so I think it's great, and I have full confidence in it.
It's definitely challenging to write on the road, but we plan on trying to continue our momentum that we've gotten by staying on the road for years now, by kind of smoothly transitioning into our next batch of songs. We want to make that transition smooth, and in order to do so, you have to have your content ready to go. So we have a little studio in the back of our bus, which is a dream come true, honestly, and to be able to just get down some ideas makes you feel productive enough to kind of eventually focus only on new content.
We're 21 Pilots, and so are you. Thank you so much for having us, man. Peace.